Hi, my name is Ian, and I'm interviewing a couple people for theater, seeing what they're up to. So how long have you been doing theater, Steven?
I have been doing theater for the past 3 years, going on my 4th year.
When's the next show?
The next show is going to be November 14th through the 16th.
What's your role on the set? Like, what do you do?
I help build the set, cut wood, screw the pieces of wood together, and make sure everyone else is doing their job right.
All right, well, thank you for your time, Steven. So, how long have you been in theater?
I've been in theater for 7 years.
When did you start?
I started theater in the 6th grade.
What's your favorite part of theater?
I really like getting to work with other people and combining our creative ideas.
What do you think is your best experience in theater?
Definitely getting to take shows to state competitions and loading in and out of trucks and stuff.
Well, why do you like loading in and out of trucks?
I like to do the really hands-on work because my job is very delegating and giving other people hard work, and I like doing it. So.
Oh, okay, makes sense. Well, that's all for theater for now. See you next time.
What's up, Parkview? My name's Hannah.
And I'm Jade, and these past few days we've been living the life of a marching band member.
Just right, but you're doing this. You're going. Just. Oh, your salute wasn't right, Austin.
You fixed your salute! Spend too much time making fun of people.
Me?
This is the band practicing at 3rd block at the JFK Stadium. In addition to class practices, 1st, 3rd, and 4th block, they also practice every morning at 7 a.m. except for Tuesdays.
I'm Jason, I'm in band, and I've played the trumpet since I was in 6th grade. My best memory in band would probably just be any of the competitions, really, because it's just a lot of fun being around with all your friends and feeling like you're about to compete, and we usually do pretty good. I try to balance usually after school when I get home, I will do my work first, and then since competitions are kind of like after school, I will spend other time practicing the trumpet.
So, my name is Seth Cole. I play alto saxophone, and I've been in band for 6 years.
And tell me about your solo.
I like the solo. It's not like a really hard solo at all. It's very slow. I'm practicing it for a while, so I feel somewhat confident about it.
Have you ever gotten a solo before?
For a one man, no, but for a jazz band and concert band, I have had solo class.
So is it kind of a big deal?
Yeah, it's not like a super big deal. I think a lot of people look up to them, so.
What are you looking forward to most for the marching band?
Kind of what I look forward to the most every year is just the satisfaction of doing all, because we work all the time, all the time, and when you get that payout at the end of the competition, when you win that competition, it's great.
That's it.
Questions for me?
Yeah, how do you manage your time so well?
Well, with band, it's a lot about leadership and following, like Mr. Simpson and what he says, trying to stay on the main goal of where the practice is going. So it's like trying to keep your section from not talking when other people are trying to give directions, and it's really just about following the main goal of how the practice needs to go, so you can learn stuff and move forward. My best memory with marching band is my freshman year when the senior tenor dropped all of his sticks during one of the competitions. It was really fun.
5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Hello, I'm Michael Barcombe.
And I'm Audrey Talent,
And this is Men on the Street.
where we interview individuals in the hallways of Parkview High School.
Let's get right into it.
Walking in the hallways of Parkview High School. Okay. Do you think that social media makes teens more depressed, and why?
I think so because there's a lot of cyberbullying online, like calling people fat, ugly, telling them to kill themselves. That's just wrong.
Do you think that happens in real life too, though?
Yeah, I see it all the time.
So what's the difference then?
It's online.
I don't know what to say. Okay. Do you think that social media makes teens more depressed, and why?
I think it does because a lot of people do feel more self-conscious about their bodies if they post pictures of themselves on social media. People can start harassing them and telling them that they don't look good, and that puts their self-esteem like really low.
Okay. Do you think that social media makes teens more depressed, and why?
I do not think that social media as a whole is a direct cause of students being depressed. I think that the way it's abused could be. I think that the way our generation uses hate speech directed at people, I think that does cause depression.
Do you think that social media makes teens more depressed?
I feel like it's all about mindset. So like if you love yourself and you're okay with how you look, then seeing like pictures of other people looking, being worshipped on social media shouldn't really make you feel any different if you love yourself. But if you don't, then yeah.
And that was Men on the Street.
See you next time.
My name's Braden, and I'm going to be interviewing some of this year's cabinet members. What's your name and what's your position in cabinet?
My name is Darquez Morrison. I'm currently the student body president.
Why do you like being involved with it?
I have probably a lot of answers for that, like just spreading my help around the school, making people have a better day each and every day, and showing people how much I really care for this place. I think my favorite thing about cabinet, the number one reason why I do it is just for a college application. No, I'm just like, not a college application. I definitely do it just because I enjoy like hanging out with people and working with groups and being able to delegate stuff to people. Just really being able to run projects and stuff. That's what I like doing. Just making the school a better place by running projects and creating a better vision for Parkview. That's what I like doing.
Do you have any goals for this year's cabinet?
I think the number one goal for this year's cabinet, of course every cabinet's going to come in and they're going to say we want a clean cabinet closet. I think that'd be really cool. But I think besides like having a clean cabinet, besides having a good amount of money by the time we end, besides all that, throw that to the side, I think the number one goal that I strive for this year's cabinet is just to have a great time and a memorable senior year.
Is there anything you want to add?
I want to add that this year's cabinet is absolutely amazing. I love working with each and every single one of them. I'm happy they all applied. I wish there were more people apply, but just for those seniors who are upcoming seniors, juniors now, for any of those people who are out there and they're just thinking like, dang, I wish I would, or they're thinking, I don't know if I should apply, right? Those kids, I hope that they do apply, because there's a lot of seniors that I talked to that said that exact same thing. They didn't know if they want to apply, and now they regret not applying. So, everyone out there who wants to apply for a cabinet position, do it. Don't be afraid. If you get chosen, you're meant to be there. Make a change and make sure it's something that you want to do. Don't allow yourself to make an awful time for other people. Be there because you want to be there and do it. You know what I'm saying? So.
What's your name and what's your position in cabinet?
I'm Megan Dempsey and I'm student body secretary.
Why do you like being involved in cabinet?
I just like to be involved in the school any way I can. School spirit's like really big for me, and so I feel like cabinet is one of the best ways you can get involved in school spirit and like the student body itself.
Do you have any goals for this year's cabinet?
My goal this year is just to get everybody as involved as possible and just feel like they can be a part of it too. Because I feel like people think that we just try to run things, but I want them to know that like their input matters to us. So.
And do you have anything you want to add?
Go Parkview.
What is your position in cabinet?
So my name is John Edwards, Mr. Edwards, and I am the Student Council Cabinet Sponsor here at Parkview.
How long have you been the sponsor for Parkview's cabinet?
This is my 4th year as sponsor, so I've completed 3 full years and going into year number 4.
And what does a sponsor do for our cabinet?
So one of the things that I do as the sponsor for Cabinet is I help to make sure that all of our Cabinet members are getting their jobs done. So I like to help them with their various tasks, give them ideas, let them bounce ideas off of me. If they have questions about things, I like to be there to answer those questions for them and help them just see different possibilities and different ways of doing their different jobs.
And do you have any goals for this year's Cabinet?
One of the things that I want for this year's Cabinet to really do is to develop a greater sense of community here at Parkview, to develop more opportunities for people to get involved, and just to generally create a friendlier climate here at Parkview. And so you guys might be hearing more about that in the days to come, but those are some of the goals that we have this year.
And do you have anything else you would like to add?
Well, one of the things that I'm really proud about as it relates to this year's Cabinet is that they've really worked together with a lot of the different sports teams, the different coaches, the different teams themselves in some cases, to create a much more cohesive student section. So that's called the Herd. I hope everybody's heard about that by now, but the Herd is just an identity for our student section. And we, the past several years, Student Council and other students and groups here at Parkview have talked about how Parkview doesn't have really a cohesive student section, and all the other schools in Springfield do. And so we've really been working hard, and it's been student-led, to come up with something that gives Parkview an identity and something that we can kind of rally behind and band together and come together and support all of our different teams through the Herd.
Thank you.
I'm Logan Rathman.
I'm Taryn Hendricks.
And we will be introducing some of the new teachers here at Parkview. Can you introduce yourself?
My name's Miss Taylor. I am a new teacher here at Parkview.
What are you teaching this year at Parkview?
I teach English 1, English 3, Broadcast Journalism 1 and 2, and Media 1.
How are you enjoying Parkview so far?
So far, I really like it. I've got some interesting students this semester that make everything not as boring as it could be, but they provide me with a little bit of challenge. But it's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it here.
Did you teach before coming to Parkview, and if so, where at?
I didn't teach. This is my first year teaching. I did my student teaching here at Parkview, so it kind of feels like I've been here. I was here all of last semester, so January to May, and I taught English with Miss Hester, who's moved to Kansas City now. But yeah, this is my first year, so I'm excited.
What made you decide to become a teacher?
I've always wanted to be a teacher. I really like talking with students about their opinions on literature and how you can relate that to life in general. In my English 3 class, we're talking about the Crucible and the Salem witch trials, but then we're comparing it to cancel culture and fear and how that's used in society. And so having those conversations with students and getting to see their new and unique perspectives on things that I read as a student and things that are centuries old, the 1600s, is really interesting, and that's kind of where my passion falls.
All right, thank you for your time. Can you introduce yourself?
Mr. Collins, ISS teacher / soccer coach.
What are you teaching this year at Parkview?
ISS.
How are you enjoying Parkview so far?
I've enjoyed it thoroughly. It's been a lot of fun.
Did you teach before coming to Parkview, and if so, where at?
Yes, I taught at Westport Middle School last year, and I taught at Fremont Elementary the 2 years prior to that.
What made you decide to become a teacher?
I started working with students and kids when I was 15 at the YMCA in St. Louis, and I realized that I really enjoyed it, and so I came to Missouri State to get my teaching degree.
All right, thank you for your time.
Yep.
Can you introduce yourself?
My name is Shelby Cooley.
What are you teaching this year at Parkview?
I'm teaching ASL 1 and 2.
How are you enjoying Parkview so far?
I actually enjoyed it a lot. This is my first experience as a high school teacher, and it's way different than anything I've done before, but I'm enjoying it way more than I ever thought I would.
So you have taught before Parkview. Where at?
I used to teach in Lawrence, Kansas. I was a teacher for the deaf and hard of hearing for 4 years.
What made you decide to become a teacher?
My mom's a teacher. I've had a lot of really important people in my life that were teachers. Teachers have such a great impact on the world, and I just want to be one of those people.
All right, thank you.
So before you say anything else, you say when the time frame of your sentence is either past, present, when it's taking place. So if I said, what are you doing tonight? I would say, tonight, what are you doing?
Franklin, this is Nautica, and we doing drip in high school.
And if you don't know what that is, you'll find out throughout this video.
You heard? Hey, turn me up. We got that shit going. What's your first and last name?
Lamar Williams.
And Liam Carter.
Where do you buy most of your clothes?
Shoot, I be at the mall, online a lot, because you can just be at home ordering things. So, yeah, mostly online.
Do you have a favorite store online?
Favorite store online?
Yeah, like to get your stuff up.
It's just whatever I'm feeling, like Fashion Nova, or
I'd say like online, mall, like specifically, I like PacSun. Like
When you go to the mall, do you just go to PacSun or you go to any other places?
Chili's,
What's your favorite brand of clothing?
it's just like all the basics, you know, like Polo, Nike, Jordan, Champion, all that.
I say like Polo, Tommy, Nautica, like Jordan.
Are you a picky shopper?
For sure. I can't have nobody else shopping for me, or I gotta be there shopping, like trying it on myself. Can't have nobody rushing me or nothing like that. So, yeah, that's for sure.
Same, I like to keep my own style. I don't want people going with me unless it's like a couple friends. So you want to have the same stuff as others.
How do you manage your money when you're shopping?
I don't know, I don't manage it that well because I like spend a lot of money on clothes that other people would think like, oh, why you spend that money on some pants? Like,
You're the type of person, if you want it, you just get it, no matter what.
I mean, not no matter what. If I don't got the money, I'm obviously not gonna order. I'm gonna wait till next check. But if I do got the money, and I want it, I'm probably
The same here, I just like save, so like if I can buy stuff, I'll start buying it. But most times, just get it. I'll make the next check. So
Do other people inspire y'all on the way y'all dress?
Inspire? I was like rappers, like Lil Uzi, he be dripping. All them Splurge, he be going off. Like rappers on Instagram, I've been seeing.
But no one you go to school with though?
That is
Or
no.
personally, you know from?
Nah.
I'd say like ASAP Rocky, or like and Uzi for sure. But no one like in store. I just like have my own style.
For sure.
Or
how does the opinions of others affect your style?
Dude, well, if they hating, I'm not gonna care. But if it's like one of my boys giving me like, oh, you should wear this with this, like I'm gonna take it into account. I'm like, oh yeah, that would be going hard. But if they hating, I'm not caring.
Yeah, sure. It's whatever. It's what you want to wear, not what they want to wear. It's like
right. I'm just like, for me, I'm dressing for me. And if you don't care, then oh well.
Is there anything y'all want to add?
Nah.
Definitely the best dress in 2019.
Alright, bet. Drip is fashion in high school. The reason it's important is because to some kids it matters that you look and dress nicely. For others, it's less about fashion and more about being an individual.
Are you a picky shopper?
For sure. Because I don't like people buying my clothes because like I can't be looking like anything, you feel me? I gotta pick my own stuff out and I gotta be different from people. I don't like to wear everything that everybody else got. Because then it just makes it I don't even know the word for it. Not unique, that could be a word too. I just like to be myself and different.
How well do you manage your money shopping?
Not good at all. If I want it, I'm getting it. I don't care what the situation is.
Do other people inspire the drip?
No, I do this on my own. Okay.
Anything else you'd like to add?
No,